Welcome back to our channel. So I want to send you the course outline. So the following topics shall be covered in biochemistry. That is amino acids. We shall also be looking at the proteins. We shall be looking at the nucleic acids, carbohydrates, vitamins and coenzymes, water, lipids, metabolism of amino acids, the integrative metabolism and bioenergetics, mineral metabolism, hormones and enzymes as the last topic. So among the topics, as you can see, I have a small board. So I have highlighted the subtopics of each of the topics up to topic number 4. But then the others I'll be highlighting them later on because my board is small. So under amino acids, we shall be looking at the basic structure of amino acids. So when you look at an amino acid, you realize that it has got an aminol group from the word amino acids. Then it also has the carboxyl group. It has an H atom and the side chain. So what it distinguishes from one amino acid from the other is the side chain. So we are going to look at it briefly. Then we shall also look at the classification of amino acids. So there are various classifications of amino acids, mostly basing on the side chain, the difference in the side chain. Then properties of amino acids, peptides, then proteins. So peptides refers to proteins. That's another name for the proteins. So at the peptides, we are going to look at the formation of a peptide bond. That is the combination of one amino acid and the other. Then we shall look at the classification of proteins. Then level of organization of proteins. So we shall be looking at the primary structure of proteins, secondary structure of proteins, tertiary structure of proteins, and so forth. Then we shall look at the degeneration of proteins. So what factors causes degeneration of proteins? That is the change in the structure of a protein. Then hemoglobin and myoglobin, sickle cell, hemoglobin, then sickle cell disease and sickle cell trait. That's very, very important for a medical scientist. Then digestion and absorption of proteins. We shall look at amino acid catabolism. Another one is nitrogen balance, the excretion and urea cycle. Then we shall also be looking at the defects in urea cycle. Then the other one is glucose alanine cycle. Then inborn errors of amino acid metabolism. So let's go to nucleic acids. So under nucleic acids, we shall be looking at the following: the structure of nucleic acids. Another one is types of nucleic acids, replication of DNA, then DNA damage and repair mechanisms, RNA synthesis, post-translational modifications, then translation and protein synthesis. Another one is regulation of protein synthesis. Then the last one is genetic code and post-translation process. Then under carbohydrate metabolism, we shall be looking at the chemistry of carbohydrates. So when you talk about a carbohydrate, what are you talking about? What is it made of? That's what we shall be covering here. You will be told that carbohydrates are made up of carbon and hydroxyl groups. So from the word carbohydrates, you will realize that they are made up of carbon. They are hydrated carbons. Then we shall look at the functions of carbohydrates. This is a common topic for biochemists. Then we shall also be looking at glycolysis, but on glycolysis I will not be dwelling on it so much because I have covered glycolysis. So in short, this one I'll cover it under a subtopic called glucose metabolism. So you will realize that glycolysis is a series of reactions that breaks down glucose molecule into water molecules, into pyruvate molecules, and so forth, which I have already covered the topic. Then in fact, under glycolysis, we will look at pyruvate decarboxylation, that is after glucose is formed. After pyruvate is formed during glycolysis, it has to undergo decarboxylation so that it is converted into a form that can easily be utilized to produce energy. Then the next subtopic is glycogen storage diseases. We shall be looking at them. Then pentose phosphate pathway. That's another pathway of glucose metabolism. Then the Cori cycle. Then gluconeogenesis. Gluconeogenesis from the word gluco, neo, and genesis. You will know that gluconeogenesis means gluco means glucose, neo means new, genesis means the beginning of or synthesis of. So gluconeogenesis refers to synthesis of glucose from new carbohydrate sources. The next topic we shall be looking at is vitamins and coenzymes. So under vitamins and coenzymes, you will cover water-soluble vitamins. Very, very important for a bioscientist. Then chemistry and sources, functions, and deficiency of thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, biotin, cobalamin, pyridoxine, folic acid, pantothenic acid, and then ascorbic acid. We shall also be looking at the fat-soluble vitamins, then chemistry, source, functions, and deficiency, and hypervitaminosis of vitamin A, D, K, and E. Then these other topics, we shall cover them. I'll be writing their subtopics. So the topics are water, lipids, metabolism of amino acids, the integrative metabolism and bioenergetics, then mineral metabolism, hormones, and enzymes. So kindly ensure that you have this course outline, because it is very, very necessary for any bioscientist. If you have any query, don't hesitate to ask me. You can contact me here. That is 254 positive 254 702 753 106. Thank you very much and welcome. So we are going to look at amino acids as the first topic.